Hey everybody, welcome to today's update on Daily IoT. It's a short one today. First of all, I got big concerns about my Washington Capitals. Just dropped a nasty, I think it was 5-1 loss to the Blue Jackets, and getting worried heading into the playoffs. If we even make the playoffs, I guess that's a possibility. So anyway, a little bummed out because of that. What I've been working on today is getting my local compilation trimmed down to a single command line. So I set up a Docker compose file that sets up everything just the way I need it to, created an alias in my resource file on my Mac so that I can just type build_puck, hit enter, and out pops my firmware binary that I can then program onto a particle photon for testing. And so local compilation is pretty much where I want it to be, with one concern, and that's the output seems to be different, doesn't seem to be, is definitely different than when I use the particle compile command line. So I'm using the CLI, it's going to go out, compile it in the cloud, and then give me the binary back. When I do that and target the same version, at first I thought it was a targeting issue, but if I target the same version as the firmware repo, which is 0.6.2, I get two different binaries, which I would not expect. I would expect the binary to be exactly the same, building locally versus them building it in the cloud. So something is obviously still different. I think I'm going to put a question out on the Particle forum to see if I can get one of the Particle guys to point me in the right direction, like what's going on there. I was able to program, and the screen works correctly on my dev device, but I'm concerned with the difference in output, because while it does work, something is obviously different, and I need to make sure that I understand that so I can eliminate that unknown. And so that's what I'm working on. Next up, after I get this local compiling thing finished, I want to get local debugging working. I have a debugging shield that I bought a while back for particle devices that I can hook up to my photon. I want to be able to step into code in the event that I need to debug at that level. Like I said, I mentioned this earlier, I'd rather not be scrambling in the event that I need to debug some issue that's not apparent what's going on. And so I'd rather have that all set up, have all the infrastructure built so that I am in a ready to release production mode with all of my code and not scrambling. This isn't a maker project. I need to have all this stuff figured out ahead of time. And so that's what's up next. What I think I'll do tomorrow, if I can get this solved, or even if I can't, I think I'll do just a little demo on how I compile through Docker. It's beautiful, single line, compiles my code, spits out a binary that I can then program. I'll show that to you guys so you can see that. But otherwise, that's it for today's update. I appreciate everybody watching Daily IoT, the show where together we're learning how to make the Internet of Things one day at a time.